If you're finding this video, if this video found you, you might be someone who's realizing that there's another component to this manifestation thing other than just the good feeling, the feeling of alignment, which it's actually not really a separate component because it ties into this good feeling. As you might have been on this journey for a while of trying to get back to that feeling of alignment, you might be realizing, and if you're not realizing it now, you might be about to be realizing that there's an awareness within you. There's an awareness other than yourself within you. That's your source energy self, and it's your broader perspective. And it's the part of you that's guiding you in every waking moment. It's guiding you to everything that you want. And it's here with you, focused with you. And if you're having a hard time maintaining the feeling of the wish fulfilled or the feeling of alignment with your source, it might be because you need to start communicating with and recognizing your source self within you. The thing is that it's harder to access this awareness of your higher self or your inner being or your source self when you're not in a vibration that feels good to you. And so if you've been in a habit of being in a vibration that doesn't feel good to you, then you may have forgotten that you have this being within you, this literal vibrational being of awareness within you. Maybe you were aware of it at one time. Maybe that's when you just felt the most supported and blessed, and just knowing that you don't have to really do anything. You just have to maintain this awareness of your inner being and that they'll take care of you. I'm sharing this because this is my experience, and today, after about 4 years of just trying to maintain a feeling of alignment, what I realized today was that the reason I haven't quite felt back in that place was I haven't been aware of my inner being in the same way that I was before, or really at all. Literally for like 4 years. And today, as I've been working towards allowing more and more of a good feeling within myself these last few months, and it's really gotten to a place these last few days where I feel in complete coherence within my nervous system. And I think it took me getting back to that place to even have access to the realization that my inner being is literally right here, focused with me. And as soon as I tapped into that awareness, I reached a new level of alignment instantly. And I just realized that, like, I've been not recognizing this part of myself. I forgot about it. I forgot about my inner being. I guess this is just part of the process. So maybe you're experiencing something similar, or maybe this video is just here to serve as a reminder that your inner being is right here, and your inner being knows everything that you've experienced and everything that you prefer, and they're constantly focused right here with you on your life experience and on the best version of you. And like, I know I talk a lot about how like your higher self expands into all of your desires right in the moment that you decide you prefer something. Your inner being expands into that version of yourself. So I do talk about this all the time, but like I haven't been living in this state where I'm actually consistently, like in each moment, actually being in awareness of my inner being's presence within me. In awareness of my inner being's awareness on me and through me. And it's crazy how it just, that awareness of my inner being, and I felt the feeling coming back, like last night when I was laying in bed, I got this feeling of like trying to think about what the feeling of money is, and like what the feeling is of like when I had a bunch of money all the time. And it was interesting how like that feeling was guiding me towards this realization, because as I tapped into that vibration, it started to open that door back to the connection to my inner being. Because when I was living that abundance, because I was so aware of my inner being's presence within me. And there's something about being aware of my inner being's presence that makes me feel like the most, I'm trying to get a good camera angle here, makes me feel like the most blessed being in the universe. Just closed my eyes this morning, and because I was just feeling like kind of this offness, even with like waking up, listening to affirmation music, embodying and picturing the life that I'm trying to manifest, like the dream home that I'm trying to manifest, and the state of wealth that I'm wanting. That visualization's been bringing me into this coherent alignment. But what I'm realizing right now is it was just Source's way of calling me back to it, like calling me back to my inner being, like the awareness of my higher self, my inner being. Because what happened was, like, this morning, I was getting in that like visualization of like waking up in my bedroom, in my dream home, being super rich and like being very successful and in my career or whatever, and like wasn't getting me to that like coherent state anymore. And I was like, what the hell? Now what am I supposed to do, Source? But like with that awareness of that it wasn't quite right, like there was part of me wanted to just like get out of bed and like have some coffee and like make a video from this anxious state, because I didn't know what else to do. You know, I was like, well, I better make a video or do something productive, and then none of that felt good. So this is fine-tuning that I'm sharing with you. Like, fine-tuning your frequency and fine-tuning like, what is this feeling we're looking for that we want to create from? So as I continued laying there, I was just like very aware, like I'm not in the state I want to be in. Like this isn't quite doing it. So what am I supposed to do? And all that I could do to feel better, to feel more like aligned, was to just lay there with my eyes closed and like relax more and like let go. And then what happened was, like, I then remembered that my inner being is here with me. And I just had my eyes closed and I just became aware of this presence within me, literally focused within me. And as soon as I became aware of that, I was like, hey, inner being. And something clicked, and like I felt supported instantly. I felt instantly like supported and taken care of and blessed, and like knowing and trusting that the universe has got me. And then I carried that feeling into my morning, and I like went and like made my coffee and like juice, and like I like cleaned the kitchen, like did the dishes. And as I was doing all that stuff, I remained in my awareness that my inner being is right here with me. And it made everything, it just took the edge off of everything. It was like I just got that feeling back of lightness. And like I said, it's like this, like where you just feel totally supported. Interesting stuff. So just breathing deeply, inhaling through the nose, exhaling, and just taking a few breaths like this. Closing your eyes if you can. And just say hi. It sounds crazy, but like, just say hello to your inner being within your mind, within your heart, wherever it feels easiest for you to recognize that sense of awareness. But you don't even have to say hi, just if that causes resistance, like just feel into the awareness that your inner being is present with you and focused with you and here for you and loving you and guiding you and calling you towards what you want in every moment. Right here, focus with you. Been here the whole time. Just waiting for you to recognize it. And just sit with that acknowledgement. Like I said, maybe speak some words to your inner being, acknowledging its presence, thanking it for still being with you. And just take that feeling and bring it into your waking, living experience. So as you open your eyes, just continue being aware of that inner being that's gazing through your eyes right now with you. And you might even feel like a giddy, loving, heart-opening sensation. They've got you. That's the thing, is I don't know if this is like specific to my experience or if you were able to just tap into that feeling just now. But there's some magic happening within my own realization of this. That's for sure. That's for sure. It's like I've been getting closer and closer back to this feeling, and it's like I finally was able to access it today. And it's probably because I was in a high enough vibration to be within reach of the vibration of my source, right? So, so yeah. Your inner being is with you all the time, no matter how you're feeling. You just might not be able to feel your inner being's awareness because you're in a lower frequency that doesn't allow you to access the awareness of it. But now that I've brought you back into this awareness, or attempted to bring you back, oh, my dog has a squirrel. He caught a squirrel. Hey, bud, I see you. Good job. Good boy. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, bud. That's probably gross, but we have tons of squirrels here, and it's kind of a problem because we can't like grow vegetables or anything. So, because they just eat everything. So like our dog kind of takes care of the problem, but it's what his inner being guides him to do. So, yep, I got a giant green juice here. So it brings up the question of like, is everybody who is trying to master manifestation gonna eventually come to this realization that like they need to be aware of their higher self? Or they need to like be aware of this broader perspective, this non-physical part of themselves that's constantly guiding them and like present here with them, in order to like actually maintain the feeling that feels good enough where you're actually in resonance. Did that question make sense? I know it was a little drawn out, but like basically what I'm saying is like, is everybody gonna reach this conclusion where like, is that like the whole trick? That source is like, how source is getting us to become aware of it, become aware of like this component of ourselves that's within us, and to recognize that we're not alone. And like, yes, we are that also, but like there's something about recognizing that it's not just you doing it, that there's like this, I mean, and it seems kind of obvious when I say it, but like, it's this like literal awareness of a literal inner being, like a being it's literally like your non-physical partner in crime here. It's like your non-physical component of yourself that's like a separate self that like knows everything. It's your infinite intelligence. You can think of it as a separate self that's also a part of you. It just makes you feel taken care of, and it makes you realize that, like, yes, you're responsible for your reality, but at the same time, you have this part of you that is so loving and all-knowing and infinitely intelligent and literally is watching everything you're doing in every moment and loving you and guiding you and calling you to everything you want. There's something about recognizing that that's just putting me in this state of ease that I haven't felt in years. And it's funny, I feel like I keep saying this in my videos where I'm like, I just found a feeling that I haven't felt in multiple years. Like, this is what it is. But that's just been, and like, it's happening again. And it's just like, you guys are witnessing my coming home to myself again, like incrementally, right? Like achieving this better state of being. And then once you're in this state of being, then you have access to this even more aligned state of being. And then once you're in this more aligned state of coherence or resonance within yourself, then you're coming more into alignment with your truth. And then it's brought me to this point today, literally today, where like, and I felt it creeping in last night, for lack of a better word. Creeping in doesn't sound like the most positive word, but felt it like making itself known, like just a little bit. Like when I was going to bed last night, like I was saying, I was watching like a money, it's so funny because I was watching a money like visualization where they're like flipping the $100 bills, and it put me in this state of like having that stack of $100 bills. This probably sounds really shallow, but I promise you it's all connected, because it was just because I felt like I had all that money that then put me back in the frequency that I was in during that time where I was manifesting abundance. And when I've already said this, but like I'm just repeating it to like just really like get at what happened here, how I came back to this, right? And then that feeling was the feeling I was in. So I'm like getting right incrementally climbing back into like this high vibration that I had found before, right? And once I achieved that feeling just in that moment, just from that like short, it was a short on YouTube, just a visualization of money. And like, I felt like I had a big stack of $100 bills, and like, it felt like the next level of resonance, because it was the same feeling as being aware that I was in when I was aware of my inner being. Because like I said, during that time when I was manifesting abundance, I was also aware that my inner being was with me all the time. And that was why I felt like the most blessed being on the planet. That was why. That was why everything was working out for me all day, every day. And that was why I knew everything was working out for me all day, every day. Because I knew that my inner being was guiding me. And I knew my inner being was with me. So I knew that I was all good. And I can't tell you or explain to you or really teach you like how I even came to this awareness in the first place at that time. Abraham Hicks helped me tremendously. And that was where I was introduced to that whole idea. But, you know, I've been listening to them continuously for the last few years and like have still not come back to this place of awareness of the inner being until right now. I mean, I've had it here and there in moments, but I haven't tapped into it fully like I am right now, like coming back to it. Anyways, just sharing my thoughts on this. So sorry for the tangent, but like, I hope that you guys understand what I'm talking about. And if not, just try to find it within yourself. Try to find this awareness of this broader perspective within yourself that knows how to get you from where you're at to everything that you want. And this is how this is how I was successful manifesting before. And it's interesting how me making all these videos of like trying to get to the bottom of like how I was doing it before and why was it working before, it keeps revealing these layers of truth of the how I was doing it, the layers of like what was really going on there. And it's cool how like Source is doing this through me, and I've been sharing it on YouTube, like my experience, and you guys that have been following me are like following this journey of like uncovering like this, just it's like the whole process of like, you're just witnessing my process of coming home to myself. And like, I'm assuming that they're inspiring me to make these videos, they being Source, because it's here to serve as a guide, sort of, or a reminder for you. Me being in the frequency of this discovery, like, neighbor dog's barking. Yeah, being in the frequency of this discovery is contagious, I'm sure. So like, in a good way. So like, you guys, hopefully this is triggering something within you or catalyzing something within you, a remembrance, a resonance, your next level of like coming back into this alignment with your truth, with yourself, with your truth as a limitless creator and as a fully supported being. So I'm so excited. Like, this is so good. I love this. I love that, like, it keeps just getting better and better again. And I'm all about it, and I'm here for it. And it just took me being hyper aware of how I was feeling in my body and how I was just feeling in general to just keep fine tuning. And you guys can do this too. I'm sure you're already doing this. Just like continuing to fine tune your vibration. And then one day you'll just realize that like you have this infinite intelligence within you, and like you maybe already realized it before, but you just now are coming into this awareness that it's here, coming back into this awareness of its presence here, and like knowing that you're blessed and that it's all working out for you. This is a good vibration. So we'll see what happens next, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I gotta go because my dog, and there's a neighbor dog. Okay, bye. Okay, I just want to say I got my dog over here. He's being a good boy, sitting right next to me while the neighbor dog's barking at us. So I just want to say I'm feeling very blessed to be here and for you guys to be witnessing this experience. And yeah. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you resonate with this journey that I'm on. I know that my channel is like a mixed box of chocolates, so you never know what you're gonna get. It's like channel messages, and then it's like me sharing my experience, and then it's like me channeling music, and like, but yeah, I think I said this in the last video, so but yeah, just subscribe if you're not subscribed, if you do resonate. And I'm sure this content's just gonna continue getting better and better, because these moments of realization are, I think that they're pure gold, because this is what it's about, right? Is like walking each other home. I don't remember who it was that said that quote, but somebody said it. We're all walking each other home. I don't know who that was. It might have been Ram Dass. You guys can let me know in the comments, but okay. I love you. Please like the video, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.